All right. G'day. Welcome everyone. Welcome to another set of Alliance War hits in Puzzle Combat. Great to have you all aboard. This time around, we've got obviously myself, the host, Governor, in the Pirate Horde, and we are facing off against Bearded Lumberjacks. That's the translation of that alliance name, led by us. Russian alliance. Not seen them for a little bit. It's been about a month, I think, since we last seen these guys in Alliance Wars. Absolutely no idea what's changed on their side of things. No lots changed on our side. A lot of depth that's grown through. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this one fields out because it has been quite a while since we've faced them. So this is the state of the battlefield at the moment. It has ticked over into the second half of war by just under an hour now, 50 odd minutes. Which is great. I'll just quickly drop that into chat so it pops up for anyone to view. And it is a 30v30 war this time around. Obviously, you can see there that Bearded Lumberjacks are running blue tanks and we are still running our yellow tank setup, as you can see there. Otherwise, there's not too much to say. We've just had a couple people use some of their flags, a couple little messes on the board, but nothing too major at this stage. I'm probably going to go back to, I'm not going to be hunting points this time around because it's not the end of the war like it was on Wednesday, whichever it was. So we are going to go back to some of our normal stuff where we're going after these double reviving setups. So you can see here, there is only two of them in Nikitson and Versiera. Versiera often pops up in chat, watching the video, so it'll be good to get a video on her. We'll pick up one or two of the other single reviving teams. There's not a huge number of revivers on their side, which does play a little bit into our favor, but we've got Hackmop there. Eugene has single reviver in Terminus. Then we've got Russian something there, as well as Strogaya, Hitman, Kaz, Irene. So there's a couple options down there. Unlike facing off against Uprising and such, it is not the majority having the single or double revivers, which is always appreciated. It's much easier, or much nicer, shall I say. So we will start ourselves off. We're going to kick off with Versiera there. Double reviving setup with Tremor Tank. Mortis and Krampus there are flipped around, which is not the usual way that it is. Usually you've got Mortis on the right flank and Krampus on the left flank, but that's okay. So I'll just show what I was meaning there. This time around it's switched over, but it doesn't really make a difference for all intents and purposes. We might as well start off same way as last war. So we'll start off with the double Emma setup. We'll chuck in Blunderbuss, grab one of our whites. Where's white? Where's the first white? Anyway, there's a white, and we need a Ksenia as well. That one will do. All right, so we'll go speed crit on the two reds. We'll go accuracy dodge on the two greens, and then we'll just go straight up 4-star dodge on white. The reason why I don't have another one of these, I don't actually think I own a third Trailblazer SVK, otherwise I probably would have put it on white there, just because it does have a little bit more dodge than the Easy Pro. You can see the Easy Pro's got 11% and that's got 14, so a little bit more dodging going on for Emma's. But let's start ourselves off and see where the tiles land for the first fight. All right, so not fantastic, not terrible. There's a lot of blue tiles on the board, which is not ideal. So I'm going to probably clear out most of those blues to start ourselves off, just to see where we end up with these greens, and then I can always make this green match in the next turn. So we'll just quickly do that one there, which will cascade the second blues. We'll just go this way. Now we've got a couple more greens in play. If we do this grenade, this one's going to end up here. That'll end up here. This one here will end up there, I think, which is not too bad. We might do that to start ourselves off. Oops. That down, because otherwise we'll get feedback through my mic as well. I noticed that I'm not getting a huge amount of sound coming through the videos, and I'm not entirely sure why. I do have the sound enabled on the game. It's just not coming in through the stream, which is not ideal, but all right. We'll keep fiddling around with it. It'll work one of these times, I'm sure. All right, do that. There we go. Now we've got it sound. Okay, found the right one to push. Not ideal losing all my buffs, but it is only onto 2 enemies. Krampus and Terminus there, so it's not the end of the world. I would like one more green in here, and that should have finished us, but we're not getting 1 green there, are we? Kidding me. Almost stone cold useless there for a while. Alright, got there in the end. Alright, any thoughts on the latest new heroes from the last event and from Season 2? Yeah, so by latest on Season 2, you're meaning specifically just Mantis, Raz, or just generally going back? Because I think there's Mantis, Unicorn, who else is there that's come out recently? Scorpion was, I think, the month before that. Yeah. If we're just meaning Mantis, as I mentioned in the last stream, I'm not opposed to Mantis outright. I'm just not a huge fan of Mantis, mainly because in order to get these multiple charges, you're needing to charge him each time. And each time you charge him, it's a minimum of 8 tiles to charge him, which means that it's 8 tiles for a sniper with low damage and a bit of bleed, 16 tiles for a DOA 3 hero with moderate damage and bleed, and then you're needing a total of 24 tiles to get good AoE 5 damage plus bleed onto all enemies. Comparatively, you can get Mortis to give similar amounts of bleed to all enemies in, I think it's like 9 tiles versus 24. And then you add to that as well, by the time you've moved 24 green tiles, you've probably killed most of them. So you're not actually going to get a huge amount of benefit out of this third charge. So there's not anything wrong with Mantis. I'm sure, you know, most of the time you're going to get first and second charges and it'll be okay. But I just don't like that you've got to charge so many times and use so many tiles to get to the good special skills. You compare that to Mervenaya, and you have to charge her in 10 or 11 tiles, and you get an absolutely insane special skill compared to 16 for an okay one. Yeah, so not an amazing hero, pretty good, like great attack stat, defense and everything is quite low, but overall, yeah, not a huge fan of her. The other 2 heroes from High Noon was Doc Colton and Sunbeam. So Doc Colton is a yellow 5-star healer, bit slower than Pika, but has the benefit of having a downside of having a fixed amount of healing, but it's also a larger amount of direct instant heal, which is always good compared to Pika. It's also not conditional like Neema's. Neema's needs the minions to be in play, so I think Doc Colton is a very, very good healer. You can see mine is there. Well worth leveling, well worth using. This part here is actually very interesting, a 50% attack against purple for 3 turns. It stacks with all other forms of attack buffs. So like it stacks with Brock, Blunderbuss, attack banners, combat boosts, all that kind of thing. So you can actually get, I think I had it on Neema, and I had plus 2,000 attack on Neema against a War Machine, which is, yeah, insane. So well worth leveling him. The other one was Sunbeam. I haven't leveled her yet, but still very unclear about this part of her special skill, this bounce part. So I'm leveling her up just to see how she goes. What I am very interested in though is this defense down. It's percent-based defense down, and I'm pretty confident. In fact, I'm certain that it stacks with Blockbuster and Rudolph, which means that you can actually get 3% based defense downs now in red, whereas before you could only get 2, and then you'd toss in someone like Glitch or Marina if you wanted more defense down. So yeah, Another great hero, I think, particularly for War Machines. I'm unsure about her in terms of raiding, though, because I'm not sure how that bounce function works. So, does that explain all of that, Raz? Hopefully, I think. Otherwise, we're in trouble because I don't know what else to say about them. All right, we'll go some yellows because there is a flank of what's her face, Wilma, which is, if you've seen my stuff before, not a huge fan of Wilma. 8-bit is extremely easy to turn Wilma around into a soft pudding. So hopefully this goes all right. I'm not too worried about Wilma. It's more the revivers on the wings that give concern, and then obviously old terminal, war chest in the middle. Right. What do we got? A lot of reds, which is disappointing because this board is not, I didn't have any red heroes in this one. I'll just grab that and then that. Wish I'd had reds. Really wish I'd had red heroes because that would have been awesome. As it is, we've got not the best setup because we've now got an accuracy element on us, which most of the weapons should be able to overcome, but I don't know if we'd be able to overcome it and dodge as well. So hopefully not too much dodging going on. That was a little bit annoying because now we're in a spot of bother if we get some crits against us. Just one crit, so that's not too bad. Except it's on my... Oh, that was unlucky. I thought I'd gotten very lucky there, and then I got unlucky straight after it. Oh man, this is not going nicely. What's he freaking revives again? Getting ridiculous. That's 4 that he's done. 4 revives in a row. That's working as intended, yeah, right. Now he's dead. Just in time for me to get no tiles left. Oh my goodness. What a load of crock. At least no revives, but that was stupid. Almost perfect revive rate from Terminus and Ksenia, and then Mortis just not dying. Oh my goodness. All right. Where have we got? So we got 48, 100, 45. So we'll probably leave Kaz. Eugene, 46, 46, 46. Okay. 46. You're right. Okay. So I guess we'll take out Irene, or hopefully take out Irene. Bit of an unknown now, given the last one. Boop and boop and no, not that one. Where's Joe? Joe. There's Joe. Right. That and that and that. That and that. G'day Alex, welcome in. And also thanks to Draco there for the well wishes. Not to be, unfortunately, in that last one. See how we go. We might end up flipping back around. Cleaning it, maybe. Alright. It looks like we're just on a roll of taking the wrong coloured heroes for the board we're getting. This one's not fantastic either, if we're honest. In terms of greens. There's a couple now, I suppose. Oh, really? I was actually considering attacking you, so might skew us towards you now. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Alright, let's do that and that. Hopefully get, yep, excellent. Dump, and dump. Didn't, oh, they're recharged. Okay. Well, I think I was a little bit lucky there with him deciding to attack that particular hero. Like, I was unlucky that it was Joe because Joe is my main healer there, but I was also a little bit lucky in that Joe was going to die anyway in the next turn, I think. So, cool. All right, that should be pretty well done. Oh, nice green cascade. Turned around in the end, which is always good. All right, so we're there. Cool. This is you, isn't it, Alex, in chat? All right, let's go with that one then. Cool. All right, got the right one then. That, and let's go that, and that. All right. Let's try that. We'll just switch this gun over, give speed here, dodge there. Hopefully it goes a little bit better than the last attempt at using yellows. That did not go well. It's not looking great, I'll be honest. There you go. Maybe ish, kinda. Well, it's not really giving me much. What's that health like on Terminus? Right, we'll pick him off. Hopefully get some greens. No greens. Lucky yellow. Extra lucky yellow. Okay. Apologies, Alex, this one turned around quite a lot towards the end there, so yeah, sorry. Wish I'd had half of those tiles in the last yellow attempt. Send that one. Yeah, sorry, the board turned around quite a lot. It wasn't looking great originally, but it, yeah, suddenly freed up a lot. All right, let's attack Hack Mock next, and I'm going to use something that I've been playing around with a bit. No, I can't use the whole team, but that's all right. We'll make it work. So this team I have been playing around with. It's got Doc, Grohl, Ramhorn. I have been using Accent and Brock, but I obviously just used Accent, so we'll mix it up. We'll go with these two, I think. Ramhorn can have that one, dodge there. Speed dodge there. All right. So the idea is that we've got healing via Doc Colton. I'm going to get lots of minions and very beefy minions via Ramhorn, provided I can let Perla charge and fire once or twice. And then we've got Groll in there. Groll is there to protect me, generally speaking, because, Taunt is absolutely insane. And then Doc's just along for some additional healing. So we've got one set of minions. We might see if we can get a second set going as well. Just put that up to protect me while I try to get one more purple tile before we get a charge here, which we should hopefully get. There we go. All right, so we should have plenty of minions in play now, which is great because Perla's minions, while they're okay, the downside to Perla's minions, them being 214 health, I'll show you how awesome Ramhorns are. There we go. We got lots of minions at 343 health. So, yeah, very, very beefy minions there out of Ramhorn. The only real downside to Ramhorn is that he assigns them randomly. So you can see poor old Scarlet got none. We got 1 on Rudolph and 3 on Ramhorn. So it is a little bit of a luck of a draw as to where they actually end up. And in this case, I was a little unfortunate that they didn't get a bit more evenly distributed, but that's okay. Just sort of waiting one turn out just to get, what's his name here? Rudolph charged and ready to go. So we'll cop a little bit of damage through this. That's all right, because we'll do Rudolph next, get rid of all their buffs, and heal myself for 304 armor. Get Doc Colton going and you saw there, Groll got an extra 240 healing. That's because he had the lowest health out of all of my allies. And now we'll just start, finishing it off. Now that all the setup's done and we can actually finish the fight, it should go down pretty quickly from this stage. That's why I love this team, because it takes a little bit to get itself going. This setup of Doc, Groll, and Ramhorn against mini makers, it takes a little bit because you're also wanting to let them fire. Right name НасМорк. Is that Hackmop? It translates as НасМорк. I'm assuming they're Russian characters, which is why it's a little bit interesting with the spelling. It looks like they're the English characters, but I'm guessing they must be the Russian equivalents or the Coptic equivalents on those ones. All right, one flag left. We've got options between Eugene and Strogaya and probably Hitman as well are the 3 options. Strog's probably got the most points. Runny nose. Fair enough. Where's Hitman? 32, Strogaya, 35. All right, we'll probably get that one. And where's the last points? Eugene. 34. That's all the revivers. Burlays as well, I suppose. What's that? Too many options. All right, how many people we got in at the moment? 13 on watching. All right. What we might do is I might put it to the chat while I go and do a couple other bits and pieces in game. So who for last hit? Question. So we've got Burlays. Whoops. Burlays there with the Tremor tank and Terminus Wing. Kaz. Who else we got? We got Hitman there. Eugene, and whoa, we've run out of options. You only put 4 options apparently in chat. I might remove Kaz from the options because it's 2 4-stars in there. Add Strogaya instead. All right, there we go. All added to chat. So feel free to vote on that one. I can only put in 4 options, unfortunately. So feel free to add your or cast your votes there. And yeah, we'll hit whoever we get voted for. So I'm just going to let that run for a little bit. And what else we got? Don't have a War Machine flag, but we'll probably end up needing to use a flask shortly on that. What do we got? Spec Ops. Oh, we got the Undercover Op. Also got a lot of raid flags. Let's do some raids. All right. So this is the team I was saying. This is the setup I usually use. Usually used with Ramhorn. I've been trying it out against all sorts of different setups, even if they don't have minions, just to get a little bit of practice and try and work out the best applications for some of these heroes. Because, you know, none of them scream out to me as being, I must be used in X way. Which is a little bit refreshing because, you know, you get ones like, what's it called? War Chest, and it's like, well, reading his card, can't miss. Duh, you want to use him with blunderbuss as much as you can. So it's nice to have different heroes that are not quite as obvious in how they're best used. So yeah, I've been enjoying that. Still, you know, just using the same team over and over again, just because it's well, 1, it's convenient and I'm lazy, and 2, it also lets me gauge their strengths for war setups as well. All right, got a couple votes in polls so far. Most of the votes look like they're going towards Strogaya, which is the Perla tank, which is good. I don't have another minion killer set up ready to go, but it shouldn't be too difficult to work something out, which is more general. Maybe we can go with, what do we got available still in the sheds? Might be able to do something with maybe Talon, Bunny Hop, go a bit of a anti-minion minions. Maybe, I don't know. Who else was in there? That was, saw someone in there and was, oh, maybe we can go, that might be one. We can go minions and versus minions. So we can go Nima with Talon, maybe chuck in 8-bit, or what else have we even got left in yellow? Not getting red tiles underneath Rocket there, but okay. Do one more raid and then I'll close up the poll and we'll go with whatever the majority says. So got a couple more minutes to cast your vote. So maybe we can do something like using Talon, maybe chuck in Quattro, and we can use Bunny Hop, and then we'll use Nima, and then who else can we use in yellow? Maybe 8-bit probably, to be honest, is probably the easiest setup there. Do something like that. All right, one more raid and then I'll close up that poll. It's just in chat. If you haven't found it already, feel free to swing it a vote. Not what I wanted to do there. Find opponent, that's the button I wanted to push. No. That's better. Now we got minions. So we'll let Talon charge a couple times before I fire off ram horn in this one, hopefully. Assuming I get a say in the matter anyway, we'll do that. As I mentioned at the start of the stream, if you do have any questions, do feel free to ask them. Live stream is probably the easiest and most direct method of getting questions about, well, anything answered. More than happy to answer most questions. So yeah, feel free to sing those out. Hopefully we get... Where are we going? Donnie and Duke's fired. Talon in one more turn, I think. There we go. Alright, so I have been a bit specific with the gun that I've got equipped here. So I do intentionally have the Lancehead MA2021 equipped, which does use accuracy, which counters the dodge given there. So it does mean that I'm more likely to hit these enemies with the dodge buff. It's not an ailment, dodge buff in play, which means I'm just more likely to kill them, or in this instance, steal their minions, or rather convert. Convert is probably the better descriptor there. Steal would mean I'd get their minions, whereas this is definitely more along the lines of turning their minions into rhinos. Go figure. I'm sure that's possible. Turning kestrels into rhinoceros. Alright. This should finish up in a second, and then we can finish off our war hits. Alright. Roll and you and boop that one. And we are all done. Cool. Alright, we'll duck back over, close up that poll. We do have a 75% vote for Strogaya, with 25% going towards Hitman, and no votes for the others. So there you go, you can see that there. Alright. War, and Battlefield, and there we are. So, Strogaya it is, and we've got attack there. We'll use that team that we were saying earlier. So we've got Talon and Quattro. We'll chuck in Bunny Hop as well, just for that synergy with Talon. Then we've got 8-Bit and Nemo was the last one. There we go. So, a lot of minions in play here. We'll go speed gun there, accuracy there, and we'll just give both of them speed guns. Alright. Minion v minions. Let's go. Alright. I guess we'll just quickly take that match off to the left. And then now we'll just start trying to bring these yellows into play. Probably grab the purples to get the square match for yellows after that. And we do have an absolute metric ton of yellows on this board, which is good. Better than getting a whole heap of blues, if we're honest. Do that, get some healing going from those minions. And promptly basically lose them. Get some different minions going. Boop there. Do that. Hopefully kill. Excellent. I had held Bunny Hop back a turn to wait for some poisons, but we didn't get them. Or rather, we did get them, but we got them stolen. Or cleansed. Cleansed is the best word there. Alright. More minions? Keep manufacturing minions until they all stick. We've got a minion overload. Excellent. Got rid of the healer. Probably can't get rid of Mortis in time. So we'll lose our minions. And we'll make them again. Don't really actually want to do that one game. Because it is actually a bad move. Do that. Charge my purples. Terminus is going to revive everybody again. Or not revive everyone again. Almost impressive. Alright. Now we're starting to get some minions in play on my side of things. Pick him off. Finish that one off. And now we've just got to get dear old Rudolph. Got some minions still alive. It's quite rude. Go to all this effort, make these matches, charge some minions, and then get them shot. Tough life being minion. And we should finish off with Quattro there. With almost a full set of minions. Just as an added little extra bonus. So there we go. So we managed to get there with the 5 from 6. We had that one hiccup against Nikitson, which is a little annoying because we did get an absolutely huge number of yellow tiles later on in some of the other boards. And if we had a fraction of them come in here, probably could have been a very different story, but we didn't get them. So that is just how it is, really. So yeah, that's all my war hits done. We do have a little bit of a points lead, 1,700 versus 900 there on the dot, but we do have less flags. They've got more flags in place. 157 players, 134. So we've used 47 flags, and they've used under 30 actually. They've used 23. I think is that score. So that's actually a pretty good score for 23 flags. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this one. I'll post into the comments of the video how this war turns out, as I usually do. And I'm going to probably finish that one up so we can get on with the baby duty. So I wish you guys good luck. Good luck with your war hits. Good luck with your war outcomes. And I will catch you guys all in the next video. Until then, stay safe and happy gaming. Bye.